Friday's game proved that the Mariners are one of, if not the, hottest offense in the game of baseball right now. And Bryan Woom put on an absolute masterclass with a perfect game actually going almost 2 whole times through the order. However, if we look under the hood, we see that some of these numbers are in fact crooked. Welcome to the Dom Skiing Channel, your one-stop shop for the Mariners storylines on Seattle's minds. The Mariners beat the Rangers by a very crooked score of 13-1 on Friday night. I joke with my friends sometimes, Baker's dozen to nothing, or Baker's dozen to 1 for the score line when I predict it, because 13 is a Baker's dozen. And we got that on Friday evening. In this game, Bryan Woo had a perfect game going into until I want to say the into the 6th inning. It's hard to remember now. As I said, I joined Seahawks Wire this weekend, so I wasn't able to post the video until now, but every game counts, so I got to talk about this game a little bit. The stuff I do want to talk about is the offense, obviously. JP going 2 for 6 with a double at the top of the order. He finally has started leading off, which he hasn't done in a few years successfully, but with his average now up at 292 after the game on Saturday, he's earned that role. Garver came in and grabbed a hit against good old Tucker Barnhart, who was pitching the last 2 innings for the Rangers. So that was excellent. Super fun to see another position player pitching, as we saw in the previous weekend series with Javier Sanoja, the Marlins second baseman, pitching to us as well, in which Garver got his first home run of the year by just absolutely waving at that one pitch, put it in the left field seats. Julio went 2 for 4 in this one, raised his average up to 216 after this game on Friday. So excellent to see. And then Samad Taylor made it into the game too. Unfortunately, he was sent down today as the Mariners picked up Leody Taveras and reinstated Dylan Moore from the IL. Cal went 2 for 4 in this one with the double dong. Actually got up to the MLB lead. Took the MLB lead alone for the first time at 12 homers. I think somebody else has since tied him on 12 homers, but I'm not sure. And then 5 ribbies in this one, just not striking out. Cal Raleigh having his average at 242, and he's an MVP contender right now, no question about it. Being the most valuable catcher and leading the league in home runs as well, absolutely mental. Just proving that average is kind of an outdated stat with this lineup. Randy, Cal, not average guys per se at this point, with how much they walk and how much they protect the plate, and then try to do a lot of damage on their pitches. And then Rivas also played in this game. Rivas has been excellent so far, been super dependable, but didn't do anything in this one. Rowdy 3 for 5 in this game. Miles Mastrobuoni 2 for 5. Ben Williamson 2 for 5. Rylan Thomas 1 for 4. And you can get that type of production from the 6 through 9 spots in the order, you're going to be amazing. Doesn't matter what team you are. And that's why we look like the Torpedo Bat Yankees first week of the weekend of the season. We are one of, if not the hottest offensive teams in baseball at the moment. This game just proved that. And like I said, you had the backup catcher for the Rangers, Tucker Barnhart, coming to pitch the final 2 innings of this one, giving up some absolute meatballs, getting us up to 13 runs. Bryan Woo, the one thing I want to talk about here is that just absolute masterclass. 12 whips on 87 pitches, not quite as dominant as you'd expect considering he took a perfect game in a no-hitter so far in this one. However, it's just such a varied pitch mix and so measured that I have no choice but to call him a top 15 starting pitcher in the MLB. I'm okay being, I don't know if I'm the high man or the low man on Bryan Woo as far as Mariners YouTubers right now, but I'm okay. He's top 15 and with the potential to be better because four-seamer, you get 5 whiffs on that on 35 pitches, so 1 of every 7 of those being a whiff, pretty crazy. 5 swinging strikes on 35 pitches there. Only 1 swinging strike on 18 pitches for the sinker, and then you did get a little bit clobbered with a 97.8 exit velocity, although that was just 1 that actually got a reading on it. Slider threw 17 of those, got 3 swinging strikes. And then the whiff rate is a little higher on this because it induced 11 swings on 17 of them. However, still only got the 3 whiffs on 17 pitches, so not that the slider is overpowering in its own right at all. The fastball, 5 on 35, that's all right. But again, not super overpowering. And then the slider, the sweeper after the slider, the more sweeper version with 2 swinging strikes on 10 pitches and then inducing 7 swings. That looks to be a better swing and miss pitch, the sweeper does, than that other slider, which he throws more. Then the changeup, you throw 7, you get 5 swings and 1 whiff. The interesting thing, though, is that you keep the exit velocity readings at 81.6 for the average, and then you just get all these whiffs on different pitches. 5 on the 4-seam, 1 on the sinker, 3 on the slider, 2 on the sweeper, 1 on the changeup. Everything he had, he got a swinging strike on, and he threw 5 different pitches, also only allowing an average exit velocity of 81.6. So basically, he was just controlling the game so well. And then this is where we're going to talk about Bryce Miller and his performance last night in a second. But Wu just demands the game like an ace, and I can't wait to see how he does it going forward, especially, going forward this week. Anyway, that's going to wrap for this game, Game 31. The Game 32 recap. A little bit all over the place right now, but we're getting back on track. Subscribe here if you think that every game counts as well. You want recaps on every single Mariners game. And with that being said, I'm out. Go M's.